It's time to wake up, Warriors.
Penn Trafford's indoor percussion season is kickstarting this Saturday with their first competition of the season.
The Bots IQ team is preparing for their upcoming competitions by working together to develop a fighting robot. Keep watching for more insight on what goes on at the club's meetings.
All this and more on today's episode of Wake Up Warriors.
Live from Penn Trafford High School, this is Wake Up Warriors. Wake Up Warriors starts now.
Good morning, PT, and welcome to today's exciting edition of Wake Up Warriors. We're so glad you're joining us this morning. Today is Wednesday, January 15th, and we've got a lot to cover. So let's get started. I'm Maddie Longo.
And I'm Alyssa Arco.
The indoor percussion is putting in their final hours of practice for their final competition this weekend. With a lengthy season ahead, the ensemble is excited to put their show, titled Home, on the floor at Kiski.
So indoor percussion is a competitive group that we have. It's kind of similar to marching band, where we do compete against other groups with a scoring rubric. However, we only have percussive instruments in the ensemble, and we compete inside rather than outside. So this weekend is our first competition of the season. It's actually a preview show, which we have not done in past years. However, it does qualify all of the seniors in the ensemble for scholarships. So we've been trying to prepare for that. We do have a new composer this year, and we have 4 parts total to our show. We have the first 2 prepared for this weekend. We're going to try to get at least some of the third part in there, but we're not sure how it'll go.
The indoor percussion is preparing for the first show this weekend, very similar to how we do every year. We are starting to read their music. We're starting to get more familiar without the metronome being played throughout rehearsal. And we're just trying to showcase what we are going to be putting on the floor this year at the first show this weekend. It's very crucial to get some early season feedback from some of our judges in the percussion field. They're going to kind of point us in the right direction of, maybe this might not be the best way, or this is really good, work on this. So it kind of gives us a good opportunity to kind of just test the water on what our show is going to be about this year. Our goal at the end of the year is to have 2 shows in Dayton, which is the WGI World Championships, and hopefully to become better musicians along the way. Every student kind of knows what they need to do and how they need to do it to make those goals achievable. And I think the staff and students show some really great achievement throughout the year to get to that goal as well.
This has been Owen Tickerhoof reporting for PTTV.
As the date of their first competition continues to get closer, members of the Bots IQ team have been developing their combat robot using a variety of skills to make it effective in the arena. The team seeks to outdo what they had done in years prior by putting their creative new ideas to the test.
With their first competition only a couple months away, the Bots IQ team has been hard at work preparing their robot for the competition.
So we are preparing for our first prelim competition, and what we're doing realistically is just making a finished version of our robot to see how it does. We kind of made a wooden model of it to make sure that all the stuff fits that needs to fit inside of the robot. So our next move is to fire up our CNC milling machine and try to make the parts ourselves out of metal instead of wood this time, which is substantially more durable.
Well, right now we're mainly worried about the preliminary competitions. While it is prelims, we still want to be competitive because it can give us better rankings come the actual tournament. For prelims, we're not exactly concerned with having the best robot and the best weapon. We just want to do what we can, at the very least, having driving box, so we can test the internal components and see how they fare against safety inspections.
There are 2 a year, preliminary competition and then the finals competition. The preliminary competition is only 1 day, but finals is 2. So the goals are always to do better than you did the last year. Because our robot, we had our own struggles last year, but this all comes with learning how to use new equipment and new machines. A lot of the teams in the program are having their parts made by outside manufacturers because they don't have the capability to build their own robots, whereas we have the equipment here in the school to do everything ourselves. Because we're doing that, it takes us longer and the learning curve is much steeper.
This has been Aiden DeRiggi reporting for PTTV.
Monday, Mr. Campero's honors chemistry class participated in a lab that visually explains how to measure the molar volume of a gas. Although a challenging topic, this creative demonstration helps students understand the concept more effectively. We spoke to Mr. Campero to see what is involved in this experiment.
Hey PT, Mr. Campero here. Don't forget about lab safety. Always got to have the goggles, an apron, and if you want to protect your hair, you would need a hat. In this lab, we are measuring the molar volume of a gas, not at STP. Right now, the students have magnesium in the bottom of this udiometer, and it's reacting with hydrochloric acid. Water vapor and hydrogen gas are forming, and eventually, when this is done bubbling, we'll get a volume, perform some calculations, and figure out the molar volume of a gas. Have a good day.
On Thursday, January 23rd, the competitive cheerleaders will host a showcase performing both their routines. The doors will open at 6:30 and the performances will start at 7. The state championship is January 30th and 31st, and the national championship is from February 8th through the 10th. Thursday's showcase is free admission and will feature performances from the middle school cheerleading squad, a 50-50 raffle basket, a jump parent off, and much more.
Are you attending the Snowball and need something to wear? You can stop in or email Mrs. Sanowski or your guidance counselor, and we will try to help you find the perfect item in our PT carrying closet. Here's Mrs. Sanowski with more information.
So any student that is in need of attire for the Snowball, whether it be a dress or just some type of formal attire, they can come down and see me in room 104. You could email me, sanowskia@penntrafford.org, or they could stop and see one of their guidance counselors. And once they stop in and see us, we can't, run down right away, but we'll set up a time that works for both myself and the student in need.
Are you interested in film or TV production? Do you enjoy working behind the scenes and making informational videos for the school to see? If so, one of our TV or film production classes here at PT might be for you. Here's a short video with some more information that you may want to know for scheduling a class.
Penn Trafford TV is an outstanding class where groups of hardworking students take this course to excel in TV production, the film industry, and much more. There's something here for everyone, from live TV and production to making short films, music videos, and so much more. PTTV is known for bringing you up-to-date news every morning, but it's also known for its outstanding quality in work. That hard work is shown in awards and Emmys won each year by our students. So sign up for Penn Trafford Video today. We all can't wait to see what you accomplish.
PT will host the spring SAT during the school day on Thursday, March 6th from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Registration is due by Friday, February 7th through Family ID. Please check your email for more information. Contact Mr. Owen with any questions.
Attention underclassmen, please be sure to check that your portrait and name are correct for the yearbook. Open your email from Mrs. Thornton that includes a file with your image. Check that it is accurate and complete the attached Google form by Tuesday, January 21st. If you do not submit the form by the deadline, your portrait and name will be printed in the yearbook as is. Contact Mrs. Thornton with any questions or concerns.
Now let's send it over to Karina for our sports rundown. Good morning, Karina. What do you have for us?
Thanks, Maddie. The next athletic signing photo opportunity will be on Wednesday, February 5th at 9 a.m. Athletes who have committed to play their sport in college and who want to participate in the photo op should register with Mrs. Alexander in the athletic office. If you are free next Thursday night, come out to watch the Penn Trafford competitive cheerleaders showcase their skill-packed routines before they compete for a state and national title. The state championships is January 30th and 31st, and the national championship is February 8th through 10th. Thursday showcase is free admission. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. with performances starting at 7 p.m. in the main gym. The showcase will also feature performances from the middle school cheerleading squad, a 50-50 raffle, a basket raffle, a parent jump-off, and much more. Come out and support the PTHS competitive cheerleaders. Last night in sports, the rifle team hosted Armstrong, where the Warriors and the Riverhawks tied the scores of 790, but the Warriors fell short with the Riverhawks shooting 6 more bullseyes. The rifle team's next match is tomorrow versus Woodland Hills. The boys hockey team welcomed the Norwin Knights for their second matchup of the season. The Warriors started slow, but were able to end the second period being up by 3. The Warriors defeated the Knights 9-2. Cam Kisty helped lead the Warriors to this dominating win with a hat trick. Robert Thatcher scored 2, Roman Catello, Mason Driscoll, Marco Ferraccio, and Drew Hall all scored 1. The boys basketball team was on the road to tip off against the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Warriors were able to get a strong win over the Mustangs, winning 66-44. The Warriors' next matchup is Friday, where they face off against the Franklin Regional Panthers at 7:30. Tonight in sports, bowling takes on Jeanette at 3 at Maine Bowling. Wrestling travels to Franklin Regional for a 7 o'clock match, and girls basketball is home tonight at 7:30 as they welcome the Henfield Spartans. Good luck to our Warriors tonight. And that's all I have for today. Now let's send it back to Maddie and Alyssa at the desk.
And that concludes today's broadcast of Wake Up Warriors. We now invite you to stand for the Pledge of the Flag. And just a friendly reminder that classes have switched for the semester. Please make sure to attend your new second semester classes starting yesterday. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Maddie Longo
and Alyssa Orko.
Have a great day, PT.